Good evening guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at hacking HTTP port 80 on Metasploitable 2. So I'll start by logging in, and we're going to be using Kali Linux for the operating system to attack this machine. So we're in on the Metasploitable 2 box. I'm just now going to set that aside. First we'll have a quick look at the IP address just to remind ourselves. It's 192.168.1.17. So I'm just going to minimize that. Minimize some of this, and I've got a version of Kali just about to fire up. So open terminal. I'm going to do a quick nmap scan on the box. We'll do a service and version detection, T4 to make it pretty fast, and it was 192.168.1.17. That's just going to give us all open ports. We obviously know that HTTP is port 80, and that's what we'll be attacking today, but we'll just get a full list just to see where we're at. So as you can see, we've got a load of vulnerable ports, and this is the one we're going to be attacking today. Port 80, HTTP, and that's Apache HTTPD 2.2.8. So what we're going to do is fire up our MSF console, clear this. In fact, we'll leave the ports open. We'll open a new terminal, make that a bit bigger. MSF console, fire that up. It's going to take a little minute to fire up. What we've got inside MSF console is a few different modules that we can use to enumerate and eventually attack the system. So let's give this a minute. Let's have a sip of me tea. There we go. Metasploit is fired up. My background music's disappeared. Let's fire that back up. Nice little bit of jazz. So what we're going to do is search for a module that's going to determine some versions of the HTTP that we're trying to attack. So we'll do search HTTP underscore I think that's the module. Yeah, that's correct. So we're going to be using auxiliary scanner HTTP version. We can just type in use1, and that'll send us straight to the module. We can now show options on that module. Okay, so we've got a listening host, we've got our target host. I'm actually in the wrong, I'm in the completely wrong module there. So if I search again, search HTTP underscore sorry, it was use0. Brains everywhere tonight. So use0, we can then show options. And now we can set the R host as our target address, target machine. So set R hosts 192.168.1.17, and we can now run this module. We can see that the results that we're getting from the scan, it's powered by PHP 5.2.4 on Ubuntu. So we can go over to a new workspace, fire up Firefox, and we'll navigate to the page, see if we can find out some PHP info. In the meantime, we'll go back over to our terminal. We can go back out of this module, and I wanted to just have a little look at the module named HTTP, and it was it directory scanner? Search directory. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2.2.1. 2 Scanner. Yeah, that's the one. So use 0. We'll just see if this shows us anything that we can use. So show options. Likely to set our host again. Yep. Set our hosts to 192.168.117. Is there anything else that we need to set? I think all of the parameters that are required we've actually put in, so we can now exploit that. And that's going to show us any directories that are going to be useful for our attack vector. As you can see already, it's found a CGI bin. So knowing this vulnerability on the box anyway, I know that it's a PHP CGI argument injection. So what we can do, we'll go back out of this, we can search PHP underscore CGI, and you'll show that it actually gives us not now an auxiliary scanner, an exploit that we can actually use. Its rank is excellent, and you can see it's a PHP CGI argument injection. All I wanted to do is have a quick look over at Firefox, some of this information that we have here, and you can see already vulnerable is the CGI PHP.ini script, the actual configuration file for PHP. So that's what we're actually going to be attacking. There's loads more other information in here that's that shouldn't be accessible really. So what we'll do, we'll go back over to our terminal. We're going to use exploit multi http php CGI org underscore injection. We'll show options. Fat fingers tonight, really sorry. Show options. Okay, so our listening host is already set, 192.168.119, which is ourselves. We need to set our host, so set our host 192.168.117, and I think that's all we needed to do. Yes, it is. So we can now exploit this. If I could actually spell this evening. Oh my god. Apologies guys. Oh my dear. I've got a splint thing on my little finger. It's really affecting my typing. Okay, so as you can see, we started a reverse TCP handler. It sent the stage, and now a reverse session is opened, a reverse meterpreter session, which is fantastic. We can then do sysinfo. We get our system info. It's on a Linux Metasploitable 2.6.24 server. We can then get the UID of the system, server username, www data, process ID. There's lots of other things we can do in Meterpreter 2. We can drop into a shell, say who am I, our usual commands. Unless we can start navigating around the box. Okay, so we want to get back. I'm just going to Control-C, terminate the channel, yes, and that drops us straight back into a Meterpreter. So if we look in Meterpreter, you can see we've got all kinds of commands that we can go through and play with. All depends what you're trying to do. We can upload, download, make directories, change passwords, all kinds of things. Let's have a quick look through those. It's worth getting to know Meterpreter. Extremely powerful piece of kit, part of the Metasploit framework. So we can actually just drop out of Meterpreter when we need to. We can go back, can start searching for post exploits. to run on the box, and then when we need to get back to that meterpreter session, we can just say sessions. It will list our current active sessions, then we can say sessions, I flag for interact, session 1, and it'll drop us straight back into the meterpreter. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you today, guys. So hit the like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Hope you get some decent information from this. Thank you.